Salina HighBanks Speedway, it's stretch time. Off your seat and onto your feet. 24 starters for 25 laps. Tonight's National Championship Racing Association Modified A feature on the HighBanks. Make some noise as we're set for 25 circuits around Salina HighBanks Speedway. So an add into the lineup, the 17 of Brent Ullman will now start behind the 5-star of Jason McGehee. So getting word as well, the 311 of Adam Schrag will not start, but the 91X of Brandon Wilson will make the call for this A feature. Caution lights are down. A pair of TRE 5 bones on the pole. The 31 James Jeremy Rasmussen, the 12 Johnny Moe Jr. Row 2 looks strong. The whole field looks strong. Pull the belts tight. We're green off the turn number 4. Something you do not see very often at all. Johnny Moe Jr. spinning. John Allen had just gotten the inside and gotten by. But again, the 12 of Johnny Moe Jr. spinning around, forcing the caution flag with 4 laps complete. Tell you what, race fans, I'll lobby all day long for a double file restart that's going to look like this. Again, it's going to be side by side, the leader with the choice of line. Again, that's going to make things really exciting when you put Jeremy Rasmussen and John Allen side by side on a restart with 4 laps in. Top 5 early on. Again, the 31 31J of Jeremy Rasmussen, your leader. Second, the 98, John Allen. Third, the 07 of Paul Cates. Fourth, the 75 of John Thompson. Chad Wheeler, car 88, now rounds out the top 5. Sixth is the 52 of Chad Davis. Seventh is the 85 Tom Tillison Jr. Eighth belongs to the 10 of Mark Hurd. Ninth is the 91 of Joe Duvall. Top 10 rounds out with Justin Shoemaker. Then you have Brent Coleman in the 17, the 22A of AJ Brochu, the 5-star Jason McGehee, the 4W Tyler Wolf, the 22 Justin Belcher, the 1 Kirby Rowe, the F5 Foster Wellknight, the 07 Scott Sofer, the 91X Brandon Wilson, the 4A Josh Lannerman, the D8 Don Hodge, Justin Moeller in car 78. Then we have the 01 Chris Pitts and the 12 Johnny Moore Jr. The F5 Boston Wellknight exits over in turn number 2. Interesting decision out of the 31J of Jeremy Rasmussen as he choosing the inside line. So again, Rasmussen choosing the inside. That'll put John Allen to his outside on this restart. 4 laps down, 21 to go. We're going to be going back to green flag racing, this time off of turn number 4 in tonight's National Championship Racing Association Modified 8 feature. Expecting it to be a very interesting restart with a hot race car driver right now, the 31J of Jeremy Rasmussen, lined up alongside a racing veteran in the 98 of John Allen. the wall, but John Allen and Jeremy Rasmussen slicing and dicing around the Salina HighBanks Speedway, exchanging slide jobs. They made contact. You can see the damage on the side of the 98 of John Allen. You'll see it on the left side of the 31J and Jeremy Rasmussen as those two made contact. But again, as I said, you don't like what's going on tonight, check your pulse. Something's wrong. 15 laps in and 10 laps to the side, and it's a good time to turn it over to you race fans. Who's picking the 98 of John Allen? All right, who's picking the 31J of Jeremy Rasmussen? All right, I wouldn't rule out the 85 of Tom Tillison Jr. We got any Tillison fans in the stands tonight? All right, we'll see how it pans out. Again, 10 laps to decide it. Look to tow off the 07 of Scott Sopa. Some bad news for Rasmussen and all the Rasmussen fans tonight. Left rear flat on the 31J of Rasmussen. Some of the best racing you saw there. The slide jobs between the 98 of John Allen, the 31J, and Jeremy Rasmussen. So a tough break that Rasmussen's going to the pit. But I got news. Tom Tillison Jr. was storming through the field as he's up to second from a 6th row starting spot. So we'll keep an eye on the hard-charging Thomas Tillison Jr. in car 85. And Johnny Bowman Jr. has worked his way back up to 8th now with 10 laps to go. A double file restart. Definitely don't want to count anybody in the top 10 out of making something happen. As we get the 07 of Sofa towed off. So now we'll have to do a new poll here. Who all's picking the 98 of John Allen? All right, who wants the 85 of Tom Tillison Jr. now? You guys got to pick somebody. We got to get some action here. The 98 of John Allen choosing the inside line on this restart. So Allen choosing the inside. As Duvall stopped talking to the track official over on the back straightaway. Field rolls by the flag stand, they will give them the sign. So we'll look to go Green flag racing again. Next time the field rolls through turn number 4. John Allen choosing the inside on the restart. Again, we stay with double file restarts until we get to 5 laps to go. John Allen going to try to hang on 10 more laps. And the 85 of Tom Tillison Jr. trying to complete the home charge from 11th. Paul Cates trying to hang on in 3rd. Chad Davis running strong in 4th. Top 5 rounds out with the 88 of Chad Wheeler. The current NCRA points leader running in 6th. And again, Bone and Holman making up that 4th row. Duvall on the 5th row. As we get set to go back to green flag racing, Rasmussen will rejoin the field. Green flag in the air. Surface outside of turn number 4. You can see him pulling back onto the track. But again, the 4W of Wolf off the banking in turn number 4, forcing the caution. The 07 Paul Cates will line up behind the 98 of John Allen as we have 18 laps in, 7 more to go. Chad Wheeler in 4th. I keep an eye as well on the 17 of Brett Holman. He's running strong in 5th. He was moving through the field as well as Bone in 6th now. We had a caution at lap 15. 3 laps later, the 12 of Johnny Bone Jr. got from 8th to 6th. So he's making up a little bit of ground in car 12. The 85 of Tom Tillison Jr. will have the choice of line, and he's going to go to the outside. Again, he was starting on the outside of Allen when he was able to take the advantage. of Brent Holman. And now it will be a nose-to-tail single file restart as we have 4 laps remaining. 4 laps remaining for Tom Tillotson Jr. trying to pick up his second NCRA A feature of the season. John Allen in second, Johnny Bone Jr. third, Chad Wheeler in fourth, and Paul Cates rounding out the top 5. John Thompson, the NCRA modified points leader, running in 6th. He's been working on the 07 of Paul Cates. We'll see what happens in that battle for 5th. Joe Duvall in car 91 runs 7th. 8th is the 52 of Chad Davis. 9th is the 10 of Mark Hurd. And the 5 of Justin Shoemaker rounds out the top 10. So Johnny Bone Jr. up to 3rd on this restart. We'll see what happens. Again, you said can't count him out. Nope, you can't. 4 laps to go. We'll see what Bone can do. The dominant car right now looks like the 85 of Tom Tillotson Jr. But again, a restart can change everything. We'll see how it pans out over the next 4 laps to decide tonight's NCRA Modified A feature. Having to run through some fluid over there on the back straightaway. So this next time by the flag stand, the furled up green flag will be displayed in the field. We'll have 4 laps to decide tonight's NCRA Modified A feature. The 85 of Tom Tillotson Jr. trying to be the first repeat winner of the season for the NCRA series. John Allen in second, Johnny Bone Jr. third, 4th Chad Wheeler, and 5th Paul Cates. Caution lights go off. Again, we're set to go green this time out of turn number 4.